Shout out to Bardo.
All right, we're here at my dad's. Dad, you want to say hi?
Howdy!
And here's what we got going on outside. Sam is teaching the live right now, so we're not allowed out there.
I think it's time to put them in their place. I'ma have to set them straight. You don't know me, you don't know where I'm from, or what I had to do to get this plate. Hey, let me paint a picture. Everybody dissing, acting like it wasn't cool to listen. Now look at me. I say now look at me.
All right, so when I'm working out today I'm honestly gonna injure some weights. I got a coffee right here, and I also have some pre-workout. I don't drink coffee that often in the mornings. I actually used to be a huge coffee drinker, and now I drink a lot less coffee. I actually do a lot more tea. So in the morning I'll do tea with some water with some lemon, and coffee I'll just do sometimes, but I love going to coffee shops and picking up a coffee and like the whole experience of it. So when we're back here for the day, we wanted to go to a coffee shop, grab one, say hello. So that's what we've been doing. But point of this video is pre-workout. I'm a big believer in not taking too many things that you have to rely on, but at the same time, I also really do enjoy some all-natural pre-workout because I do enjoy a little kick of caffeine. I don't do anything that's super high dosage, or if it is something that comes with a super high dosage of caffeine, I'll usually take like a quarter or a half of it. So this one's called eBoost. This is an all-natural pre-workout. This one has a lot of good ingredients in it. It has pretty clean caffeine, clean ingredients, and this is one that I really like. I really like ones that have beet juice in it or some sort of beet extract, and so this is a good one. In this, I believe there's 175 milligrams of caffeine. I take half of the pack. I don't even take the full pack. I pour half of it in water, crush it up, and slam it, and then I start to feel like I got a bunch of energy and I really want to destroy some weights. So this isn't an ad, this is actually just me plugging a friend's brand that I really enjoy. I've been taking this for a little while now and I'm a big fan of it. So pre-workouts, good for me in small doses, nothing insane, nothing with too much caffeine, and no weird ingredients that you can't read the label and understand, and that just confuse the shit out of you. So keep it clean, keep it lean, keep it mean. Let's get this lift in. What do we start with? What do we start with music-wise? What music do we throw on right here? Let's get something going. I know what to do. Here we go. My man Jalen. Here we go.
Who that dare that want smoke over here? We can't hear shit clear, too much smoke in the air. My plate full, but got the folks up in here. Her panties on chandelier, I can see them in the mirror. She got dope, but she don't roll it enough. My pace 30, but ain't no holding me up. Flatline 30 for 30, this is ESPN special. They gon' get you, they won't let a man check you on flights. Out of sight, out of spite, might risk this trip. Got a dip, no lip, just chips. I'm freak nasty, don't gas me, they won't outlast me. I ain't by the Uber, I'm a taxi. The feet different, cause I gotta bleed different. Now it's me.
Alright. Done. Finished. Finito. Feeling juiced. Quick little 30-40 minuter. Miss this place. Really miss this place. Love this place. A lot of good stuff going on here. Just need this virus to stop getting in the way. Alright. Time for the rest of the video. Vlog life. Appreciate you guys. You guys are gonna enjoy this. What's up, team? How's everyone doing out there? Enjoying this vid? Fucking love you guys. Fucking love you. YouTube, what's up? What you guys are about to see is a handful of conversations that we're taking throughout the week. A little mashup of some of the more impactful talks that we had. Talking strategy, talking about branding, talking about personal development. Check it out. There's a little mashup of the best of the week. I think NHL is behind NFL and NBA just because it's a little bit of a more conservative sport. It's a more conservative demographic that plays it. It's also just the areas that it's played. It's predominantly played in Canada or in much colder areas that don't necessarily have the same type of swag and flair that warmer climates do. And so I think that I do think that there's personalities within the NHL, but I just think that there's almost like a code of ethics within hockey that is to not show your personality as much because it puts you ahead of the team. Whereas I think that it's more welcomed in NBA and in NFL, where it's, yes, you're an individual, but you're also an individual within the team. And so that's what I kind of want the hockey market to start looking at it as, yeah, we have a team and all of these guys are team first, but there is also room in there to be an individual brand and to be a personal brand and to represent yourself outside of this team entity. Like LeBron does, like exactly like LeBron does. Like he does basketball and he's the biggest team guy ever and he's a family man and all of that, but he also does Uninterrupted and he also does, you know, a handful of things through Uninterrupted. And so I just think that hockey could be a little bit more like that. Success for me means doing really cool shit that I'm in control of and getting to bring all the people that I love with me. That would be success for me. Being in control of what I'm doing and being able to do it with the people that I want to do it with. Looking into my past, I'd never looked into I grew up, I started playing hockey at 2. I played from 2 till 26 was when I retired. And that entire time, I never really like looked into like how things have landed in me or like how my past has shaped me into like having my thoughts and opinions in the way that I react to things and just basically all of the like things that have been programmed into me, my thought process and stuff. I'd never really looked at that stuff. I just never had to. So then when I finished and I went to therapy and she really was just like, why do you think that, you know, when this comes up, you think about it in this way, or this comes up and you react in this way? And I really had no idea when I went there. And then I was like, oh, that makes sense. You know, I learned that from a parent or from a coach back in the day or from like, you know, the circle that I was with. And that's something that now no longer is serving me. So it's something that now I can work to, you know, kind of like overwrite that way that I'm looking at it or overwrite that like way that it's like playing out within me. So that was the most impactful thing for me.
Listening to music-wise, what are you meditating to, or what are you jamming to? What's getting you pumped up?
From a playlist standpoint, I listen to a lot of like Rap Caviar. I mean, rap is by far what fuels me the most. I've been listening to this dude.
Yes.
I've been listening to this guy. I like finding a lot of like up and coming rappers that haven't necessarily like blown up yet. A lot of them I find on TikTok now, to be honest. So I've been listening to this dude 645AR, which is if you look him up, he's a rapper. I think he's from New York, and he raps with like a high pitched like squeaky voice, and it's so weird, but for some reason it's so catchy that I've just been like, this is like so creative.
You know, for people who are sort of having, you know, a hard time with this, or, you know, going through issues where, you know, it can be lonely if you live alone and stuff like that. What would be like sort of like your best advice for people who are having a hard time being, you know, quote unquote isolated? I guess it's different for everybody, but, you know, because for me, I don't know if you feel this, but like I've done a few Zooms, not a ton. I actually kind of feel sad after they're over, because I'm like, yeah, right? Like I'll get on the Zoom and I'll be so stoked about the Zoom, right? And I'll be loving it. Shout out to my girlfriend, my friend Sarah. We just did one for her birthday, and it was so good to see all my friends. But then, like, afterwards, I was like, you know, damn it, man! Like, I miss my friends even more now, you know. So,
totally.
What would be your best advice?
Yeah, I mean, it's different for everybody because people are going through all different things. But I would say a big thing is that communication of like, making sure that you are staying in contact with other people and scheduling in, throwing in your planner, or just like making a point to get those FaceTimes in. Especially if you're isolated by yourself. If you're quarantining alone, I think it's even more important to get that FaceTime in. I also think that like you were saying, if you're in a place where you can go outside and get on a walk, that's another huge thing, that like just the fact of like getting sun on your skin, being outdoors, being somewhat in nature will be really beneficial. And then I think like on a more like moment to moment thing is like this is a good time for people to, if they do have the time aside from work, to think about like what they really are interested in, like what really makes them like feel like they're having fun or feel like they're enjoying what they're doing. And it could be like, it could literally be playing video games. It could be something like that, but just looking at like what really motivates you, what really like pumps you up and makes you feel good. And then seeing if you can spend some more time doing that and like learning that craft or putting some more time into it. And then, putting your efforts there. So I would say that those two things, like keeping your wellness and your community up, and then trying to find something that motivates you in this time. What's up, everyone? We're here we're at my dad's house. We're here for just the day as we're driving to go visit Sam's family. Right now we're about to do this esports tournament with Akil Thomas and Just Dishin. So Triple Deke is going to jump in on showcasing and highlighting, and also jump in on the grand prize giveaway. So there'll be some cool products, and actually it's a cash prize, so be some cool products and some money that people can win if they win this NHL 20 tournament. It'll be one Xbox and one PlayStation. So I'm working on that with Akil and with Matt from Just Dishin, trying to get some other brands locked in if they want to be involved, get some other players to jump in. I know a lot of the kids from Akil's World Junior Tournament team that won the Team Canada Championship gold medal. I know a couple of those kids are jumping in. So we're working on that today. Yeah, yesterday I had a great conversation with my dad about the marketing of hockey and just trying to really understand where the marketing is right now and why it is where it is, and just trying to bridge the gap from the way that past generations have thought to the way that the current generation thinks, trying to really bridge that and see how different tactics can be applied to this generation to be successful. I don't want to be the dude that looks at the older generation and has resentment towards them for not being with the times. I really actually want to be empathetic and understand where they're coming from and why things are the way that they are, so that I can help, like I said, create some sort of conversation between the two, and the marketing of not only the NHL but of the players in the NHL can move forward in a better way, in a more efficient way, and so that everybody gets frankly paid, but also just builds the sport as a whole worldwide. So just had a really good conversation with my dad. Obviously my dad's done a lot in hockey and has been around the block and knows the ins and outs, and just from chatting with him and hearing his takes on why hockey's marketing is the way that it is, it was actually interesting to hear some of the things that he was saying. He's actually more aligned with the way that I think of it right now than I thought. My dad's traditionally a little bit more of an old school guy, but he's actually thinks a lot similar to the way that I do. And so it was a good conversation about where things are and where they could go if the right people came along and did it. So it's something that I'm super passionate about, and I really just believe that there's change that can happen within the hockey world, and it doesn't have to necessarily be something that goes against tradition or goes against the past. It's just something that could be innovated and adapted to the now and the way that times are right now. And so I believe that that is something that should be highly regarded and highly sought after for the hockey world to get to a better place.
I got a new approach. I'ma just worry about me. You wanna talk about me. I know that talk is so cheap.